Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. In the last part, we entered the R.P.D. and encountered Nemesis for the first time, and that was a thing. And now we're going to continue on. Hello, dead body. Thank you, dead body. He's holding something. Mercenary's diary. December 1st. Following 6 months of intensive training, my body's edge has returned. I was a good soldier, but they ordered my execution with no reason given. I was tortured and forced to give a false confession. But on the morning of my execution, a miracle happened. The company had helped me out, giving me a second lease on life. The 15th, I ended my vacation short and returned to the HQ office. It looks like my UBCS unit's been called into action. Umbrella maintains its own paramilitary unit to counter corporate terrorism and VIP abduction. In addition, they have nightmen who specialize in handling problems caused by illegal products. I'm currently a member of the latter. The 28th. Dawn's here and we're still slogging through this nightmare. There are no provisions of any kind here. The undead walk the streets feeding upon the flesh of the living. Given the choice again, I would rather have been executed. Death row was a heavenly asylum compared to this place. I've chosen to pull the trigger myself and hope my dead body will come back to life. Wow, that's 2 suicide notes in as many parts. This game gets a bit dark with those. Mind you, it's an M-rated game. I would expect it to use that M for its real purpose, but Either way, something of note in this room, actually, is down here. There's a fire hydrant. A fire hose is fixed with bolts. Keep that in mind for later. We'll be grabbing that way down the line. Also, there's some blue orbs there. As with previous games, if you use them, they'll heal you from a poison status ailment. I hear gunfire. Hello? Oh god, Cerberus, run! It's not worth shooting these because these guys disappear eventually anyway, so just get in the door. And now I believe we are in the garage. There's more Cerberuses in here, so be careful. However, one thing we want to definitely do is grab these. Seems to be charging the battery. Power cables. This will come in handy later down the road. That Cerberus is damn near impossible for me to avoid for some reason. I've almost always gotten hit by it. And now there's some more blue orbs, but I believe that's a more infinite stack of them, I think. Just so you don't get screwed over. And now save room, so now we can put some things to use. But first I want to grab these handgun bullets. One thing we want to do for a fact, we have the Eagle Parts B now, so we can combine that with the A to get something cool. So put away the original handgun, storing the grenade launcher for way down the line. Shotgun, I don't have any ammo for, so it's basically useless. And let's also store the normal handgun in a moment. Combine Eagle Parts B with A, we get the Eagle 6.0. To compare, the original handgun, M92F custom handgun made for stars. Uses 9mm parabellum rounds. STI Eagle 6.0, a custom gun made for competitions. It uses 9mm parabellum rounds. It has the same ammo capacity, but its big thing is an increase in firing rate, reload rate, and headshots. This thing has a chance of one-shotting an enemy. It's not the highest chance, but you'll still see it fairly regularly, all things considered, if you use the handgun throughout the rest of the game. Which I tried to do, but I don't do much fighting in Resident Evil 3 compared to 2, mostly due to the lack of ammo comparison. And I always have to take out these 3 Cerberuses if they're here because, yeah. This can also just be a room filled with zombies, and honestly, I prefer it to be that. That was a headshot. But, this one, I have over 150 bullets at this point, which sounds like a lot, but enemies can take quite the punch in this game. And great, I'm limping, so I'm extremely low on HP. You will see me taking a lot of hits, as I've said before, because I'm just not that good in Resident Evil 3 compared to Resident Evil 2. Or 1, for that matter. Mind you, compared to its sequels, Resident Evil 1 doesn't have many enemies at all. Either way, there's a map right here, so let's grab that. Downtown map. Restaurant and substation. Let's keep those in mind for a bit from now. And continue on. Meet the Drain Deimos. There goes the Drain Deimos. Headshots, I love you. Drain Deimoses, though, are basically this game's lickers. They show up every now and then. They have some pretty damaging attacks. I don't think they actually have an instant kill, though, like the lickers usually do. There is another enemy I believe that can show up here called the Brain Sucker, which is a lot less common in my experience. They also look incredibly similar, so I can't tell the difference with them for the most part anyway. Oh, hey, someone with a gun. Oh, where are you going? Either way, main thing I want to grab here is these green herbs, but we're also going to follow that guy in a moment, I believe. Keep in mind that thing we're looking at right now for later, by the way. Let's combine those just for inventory space's sake. And Biohazard 4 with the Resident Evil 2 zombie. Oh, they had no idea where they were going with the fourth game, did they? By the way, welcome to a restaurant. I actually think the guy who had the blue gem is the one who was supposed to own this place. And there's some things for us to pick up in here, namely handgun powders. Thank you. I actually forget what I end up using these for. I think I actually store these for later on. However, the issue with that is I don't want to combine them because I don't want to make a double A. So I have to leave and head to the nearest save point. Thankfully, there's one not too far away at all. But this is unnecessary backtracking if I had planned ahead just a bit more and not, say, brought along the reloading tool. I think it's in my inventory at the moment. But yet again, thankfully, the nearest save point is very close. It's just through this door and through another door after that. Keep in mind this T hallway for later, by the way. We're going to be here fairly often. Oh, that feels good. Headshots, as I said before, not too common, but you feel so good when they happen. Though it feels really bad when it would have been the killing blow anyway. Yeah, see, look, that was actually a reloading. It didn't take that long. I still think it might take less time for you to go into the menu and do it yourself. But it's damn good reload speed with the Eagle. I don't even know why I'm bothering with this guy. Either way, the next save point is just ahead, and there's a few items in here, namely one that's going to be immediately obvious right next to the typewriter that's not an ink ribbon. However, I'm not going to grab that now because I'll be grabbing it later because we're coming back here, obviously. So for right now, I'm just going to do the inventory management I need to do, but there is a thing of shotgun shells there which I want to grab. Store the powders for later. Also, one thing you see me try to do here, but end up not doing too well until later on with, is I try to actually have a bit of an inventory management system where I try to keep the health items towards the top and the weapons towards the bottom. I don't think I've ever seen anyone completely max out one of the item boxes in these games, though. I guess aside from maybe Resident Evil 1's, what was the name? Realistic mode or something? The one where the item boxes weren't connected and it made it really, really annoying. You want to have, I think, at least one open space for it. You might need two. I honestly forget. If you can't tell, even though I just recorded this footage not even a week ago, not much of it was committed to memory aside from how annoying Nemesis is. Now, one thing I do have to admit that I really like about Resident Evil 3, especially compared to 2, is the backgrounds, once again, are gorgeous. But they also are pretty good visual storytellers at how pretty much screwed Raccoon City is. Oh, hey, a file. City Guide. City Guide, the tracks of our city. Dear citizens, thanks to the kind and generous people of Umbrella Incorporated, this is a peaceful and friendly city. The vast donations from Umbrella have been used for welfare work, the construction of public utilities, and to help maintain public peace. In 1992, it was my 5th year as mayor of our beautiful city. It was then that through many donations and hard work, our city was able to rebuild the municipal building and create a state-of-the-art hospital. In honor of these fine accomplishments, I was awarded with a grand statue that same year. The statue rests in the municipal building. I came to the city as an engineer more than 35 years ago. I made contributions to the electric systems and to our installation of the cable car. I pledge to follow the tradition of this fine city and will devote my life to its prosperity. Mayor of the city, Michael Warren. You know, I'm calling a hunch. I think he's taking money from Umbrella. You know, I'm honestly surprised there's no zombies in this restaurant. Because this seems like a place people would have stayed at to stay safe. Oh, well that looks happy. Flammable gas is leaking. Let's keep that in mind for a moment from now. It's locked with a simple lock. Will we use the lockpick? Yep. And within it, we got the destroyer of all head crabs. It's not a crowbar, it's just a fire hook. Because as you may notice, there was a quite obvious 3D model hatch over here, so let's use this on it.
What's that?
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie. My name's Carlos, Corporal of Umbrella's Biohazard Countermeasure Force. What's your name?
Jill, did you just say you belong to Umbrella's army?
Yeah, we came all the way out here to save you civilians. But the mission went bad the minute we landed.
No way! How did he find me?
Live selection time. We either need to run into the basement or hide in the kitchen. And I forget what the first option does, honestly. Hide inside the kitchen is just the better option overall.
Over here!
Are you crazy? You could have barbecued both of us!
But I didn't. But that does take down Nemesis and allow us to get the third item from him, a first aid box. This is a storage of 3 first aid sprays. It's incredibly useful. That's also the third of 7 items we can get from Nemesis, so that sounds like we're about halfway through the game, but we're not.
I need to ask you something. Why did Umbrella send your team here?
Our mission is to rescue the civilians.
How kind of you. Considering Umbrella caused all this in the first place, those liars!
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands. No time for talking. If you can believe me, then join us. Think about it!
As that sound effect indicated, Nemesis is down but not out. The moment that the door leaves the screen, he will spawn in the room, so we'll get to the save room immediately because we're in the T hallway. Nope, 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 nope. I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. Either way, now that we're back in the save room, there's some things I want to do in here, obviously. I want to grab the crank that's to my left and get the blue gem out. And as well, I'm going to store my green herbs because honestly, from this point on from the game, most of my healing is going to be done through first aid sprays, which is going to make my rank tank, but I don't care about ranks here in 3. They don't really do anything to begin with anyway. Plus, the herb to first aid spray ratio in this game is kind of low. There are way more first aid sprays than there are herbs, which is not how it really should be in my eyes, but oh well. Either way, Nemesis, once we leave this room, is actually not in the T-junction anymore. He's actually in the next room I'm heading to, which is bad for me, but bad for him as well, because that means he can't immediately get to me. In terms of where this area is, welcome to the City Hall gate. This is where we need to use the blue gem on this clock that's right there. Oh boy, he's running. This is the clock Marvin was talking about in that one note. We need to get 2 gems to put into it to complete the circle. Next one is thankfully very close by, but ow! We want to get away from him. Common rule of thumb with Nemesis, he is at least temporarily thwarted by green doors and double doors. There are some he'll get through, but that's a general rule of thumb. And hey, first aid spray. I do recommend you grab any first aid sprays you see at this point because you can now store 3 of them at once. And plus, you could just keep surpluses in the item box. Oh, hey, I see a document there. As soon as I finish pushing the stepladder, because it's being complicated. Photo B. A close-up shot of a zombie. It says scoop on the backside. Well, at least the Raccoon Press was staying the same. There's no power going to the switchboard. Will you turn on the power? Yep. As for why we did that, it powered this shutter over here so we can actually raise this thing now and get it out of our way. Shut up, Nemesis. Okay then. Well, there's fire. Oh, and more fire. Oh, that doesn't look good. I'm not sure if this is timing based or if you just have to go across the stairs, but that door will blow off its hinges, and I think it's supposed to injure you, but I'm not sure. It might just be there's a jump scare more than likely. Although I'm surprised Nemesis can't come through that. Because Nemesis himself is very random at times. At least during the chase sequences where it's not worth killing him because he doesn't drop a rare item like right now because I already got the first aid box from him. Yeah, I know you were there. Now, there are a few things we need to grab here, but the only thing you need to grab for a fact is the thing to my right. There's 2 documents in here I want. And I recommend taking off the gun just to get the extra speed for something coming up. Photo C. The police have been destroyed. I'm not sure it's just the police, dude. Reporter's memo. At last I found evidence I need to prove the cannibal disease is indeed happening in the city. One man actually ate people to death. He was like a savage animal tearing away new flesh. It was completely disgusting. I've heard rumors that many people are also suffering from this disease now. However, the causes of the disease are not yet known. Is this another mystery of the present disease? I'll have to check on it. They placed Raccoon City under martial law because of the cannibal disease. I've lost contact with the media outside the city, but I won't give up. As a journalist, I won't keep my eyes shut and walk away. I have a duty to the people and my profession. I don't think the disease has spread nationwide yet. I believe that the city holds the key to its creation and cure. In fact, I'm sure of it. The military has set up blockades around the city to keep people from escaping and spreading the disease. Most citizens have either died or come in contact with the disease. I know that it is the right decision to quarantine the city, but I can't help but pity myself. If I'm infected or eaten, it doesn't matter. My fate's already sealed. All I have left is my journalism. I won't give up until I solve the mystery of this deadly disease. I've just discovered that the disease is not spread through the air, but by some other means. You mean like bites? Have you never watched Night of the Living Dead or something, dude? Either way, now let's grab this. Which also I recommend using a first aid spray for low on health. The green gem. And run. Why? The moment you grab that, Nemesis spawns in here. I'm not sure if he always will, but I believe he does. And, well, we need to get past him. And if I didn't take that first aid spray, those would have killed me just then. So, very worth doing for me to do that, just so I can live. Thankfully, I don't think he'll ever come into this room. I'm honestly surprised, though, because it would be perfect for him just to charge to that flaming door. Either way, let's leave the Raccoon Press. We never need to come back here. We got everything we need in here. And let's go use the green gem on that clock face. However, Nemesis can either not appear in this room, or he will afterwards. But I love the way he enters. He jumps through the window. That's pretty awesome. Either way, use the green gem. Not close enough. God damn it. Use the green gem. And we're out of here. So, let's get out of here before Nemesis can catch up with us. And with that, we're at the municipal building, which does not look like a municipal building at all. And there are 2 paths you can take coming up here, the left or the right. It doesn't matter which one you take first. I'm heading right first, though, just to get rid of the rusty crank, because we can use it up there. But with that, I'm going to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 4, we'll be seeing what's beyond this door, and then heading on to further into this part of Raccoon City. See you guys then.